Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 20th to the 26th. I just had to look at it there because I wasn't quite sure. I have already forgotten, but anyway, we're going to dive straight into it for you, Aries. Let's have a little look and see what's going to be the theme for you guys this week, okay? For my lovely Aries. Ooh. Wasn't it? Okay, and you got two. So you have a leg up and the here and now card, as you can see. What I'm already sensing from this kind of combination is that where you are right now is temporary, meaning for those of you who are in a state where you're feeling like you have to kind of be dependent on others or lean on others at this time, Aries, you guys are usually very independent. So sometimes that can be quite difficult for you because it can make you feel maybe too vulnerable. Maybe it makes you feel a little bit like not feeling like yourself or not living up to the life that you kind of want for yourself. The leg up card is kind of feeling like giving control over to somebody else. What's good about it though is that this might actually be necessary for the present moment. They're almost asking you to not focus on the future, don't worry about the past, stay in this present moment because that's where the opportunities are for you, okay? You are being guided to lean on others at this time, so if you're not already, then this is kind of a good thing for you. Why? I don't know if you heard the door. It always scares me every time. I always say sometimes the postman just like literally, I'm pretty sure, just drags his hand down the walls for all the bells just so that someone can let him in. But anyway, right, the leg up card is this little polar bear stepping up onto the mama polar bear because it doesn't know where to go and its legs are tired and it needs some help. That might be a metaphor for you guys of how you might be feeling. So some of you need to let go of the need to control something and allow yourself to be led. Allow yourself to give control over to others. Give the reins over. It's okay. You are deserving of help. You're deserving of being led. You don't have to do everything by yourself, okay? And in fact, in this moment that you're able to set up on something, I'm using that phrase just because the polar bear is climbing up so that it can kind of just sit up on that other polar bear, and almost similarly this little girl is sitting on top of this egg. Like, I'm sensing that this giving over the need to control something, even if it's just to the universe, is going to allow you to observe your situation currently differently, okay? It will allow you to maybe actually gain some sort of epiphany that might actually open the door for you in this present moment and open up an opportunity for you to bring something to life. Speaking incredibly generally, Aries, because this is a general reading, it feels like there is purpose in the situation that you're in. So whether you're having to, live with a parent for a little while until you get back on your own feet, you might actually end up having an idea when you allow yourself to be present and not worry about, feeling like you're, taking loads of steps back or, I'm not good enough clearly because of the situation I'm in. It's not about those thoughts. The moment that you kind of actually observe it from a different perspective, a little bit of hanged man energy coming through here, you're able to actually go, actually, what if I use this time to, build up on my savings? Or what if I actually start to, it may not be the perfect situation, but maybe in this situation, I can actually start my own business or whatever, do something. You're kind of being called to make the most of this situation because there is an opportunity here in this present moment, regardless of how it looks. But anyway, that's just very specific message for somebody out there. I'm going to grab some extra cards for you. For my lovely Aries, please. All right, Aries, please, Spirit. The fourth chakra, this is your heart chakra, is coming up for you guys here. So you might be called to unblock and to heal your heart space. Some of you may have had a broken heart lately or felt something in your heart, maybe it's a lack of love for self or something around you or someone around, I don't know. This is basically just saying that your heart chakra may have been blocked. I feel like this is you really healing something in this present moment, which is good again, because you're kind of, again, releasing the need to control something, allowing yourself to observe it. And from here, you're able to heal, which feels like very nice. All right, let's get you some more, Aries. Initial I can be important. You have discovery. So interesting. I really do feel we have a full moon here, so that represents like a release. And what I'm sensing here is, again, this situation that you're able to kind of observe differently is actually going to help you with some sort of self-discovery. Recognizing something within yourself, whether it's something that's been blocking you, like a belief system, or whether it is, your, own identity is something that's shifting and changing here, Aries. You're really discovering yourself on a different level, and I think it's very beautiful. And you have Quest. Something that comes up with this card is that you are on the right path already. I always say with this card that she is making something a bigger quest than it needs to be. She's trying to look for the blue path, and she thinks that she has to go through not crazy things, but she has to go through difficulty to be able to be in her purpose. But the thing is, she's already on the quest. For you guys, when it comes down to self-discovery, sometimes it's just about releasing control of your situation and observing your thoughts, observing what, again, could be the potential blockages that you're feeling at this moment, or whatever it is in your life, because I don't know. You're already where you're supposed to be. Use this. Again, the here and now card, it's not about your past. Sometimes, both are important. Your past and future are important for different reasons. But Spirit is like, focus on the present. This is where the opportunities open up for you. This is where you start to see something shifting and changing, and where you will get this discovery. Okay, let's get you some of these. We have loads of cards today for Aries this week. You have Envy. The affirmation for envy is, I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. That could be you feeling envious of others, or envious of, what you could have been doing if this didn't happen, etc., etc. You also have Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. We can't control what's happened or other people in general and what they do or don't do. But what you are in control of is your own freedom and your own happiness. And of course, again, you can't always control your external. And if that's something that's causing you to not feel happy, then it's about controlling your internal, or doing what it takes to create some sort of freedom, releasing any negative feelings, emotions about something that's clearly happened. I do sense maybe you guys have been through a bit of a tower moment, but it's not really coming up just yet. I'm going to pull the tarot cards out. After the tea leaf tarot, a lot of people have been asking for these back, so here they are. They're making a comeback here. Let's see if we can get any more details. I am being shown here that some of you guys need to make sure that you're not being impatient. Do you know why? I'm going to literally show you exactly how this card fell out. It fell on top of this deck that we just had of impatience, and it's saying, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Don't block your own blessings by trying to rush something, okay? Or don't block sometimes it can be more damaging. You then have a very specific description of someone, an older man and a dark man, dealing a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. That could be you or somebody else. Someone who could be older than you. All right, could be something to do with them. We do have reconciliation here, or forgiveness. We have May, which is literally the month that we are speaking about, and beware of great pride. So we have those messages for you. Now let's dive into your tarot. Let's get an overall energy, please, for Aries. You're showing up as a Queen of Cups in your emotions and your feelings. This is saying that you are have very heightened emotions at this time, okay? Reflect on these. There's beautiful power in vulnerability, and that's something that leg up card that we had in the beginning is really emphasizing. Use this as an opportunity to learn, or to engage in a new skill, in a new hobby even. The Page of Pentacles is also about learning new things. All right, so enrolling in a course, or deepening, learning something new in general. This could be quite important for you. Queen of Cups is a very beautiful person, so you are amazing. I definitely feel like the Queen of Cups can have some insecurities about her vulnerability or her intense feelings and emotions or empathy for others. You have a big heart. That's both a blessing and a curse. It means that maybe you care for people or things, maybe too much. We have the King of Cups too. Now this is This is about balancing your emotions, but we clearly have a couple coming in. We have a relationship here. The King of Cups and Queen of Cups definitely is like a power couple, to be honest, because they match. So if you are in a relationship, this is a good time to lean on each other. There could be a pregnancy coming up because the Empress is here when I stopped that. So there we go. Or something about your children here if you already have children. If this is just about yourself, I think this is about you kind of understanding where the balance is when it comes down to your feelings and emotions. All right. Why is this pairing here? Six of Swords and a Knight of Swords. Again, be aware of impatience in terms of a relationship, especially when it comes down to moving. Six of Swords is about moving forward. If there is a little bit of trouble in paradise in a relationship, this doesn't necessarily mean that you'll break up, for example. Don't make quick decisions. There is some forward movement towards something a lot more stable and secure. You know, things could be a little bit chaotic in a dynamic at the moment, and Knight of Swords is like jumping to conclusions and rushing in with something, you know, and we do have impatience here. So, you know, you could be trying to force something or trying to come to a conclusion of something and pushing something too much. Let go of that. Be in the present moment. I do sense that there could be some healing here. Within yourself or in a relationship is coming up a little bit as both. It's a general reading. So the way that it applies to everyone will be different. It's up to you to kind of to decide whether it resonates or not. You know, not all readings will resonate with you, but this is clearly for somebody out there. What's the potential blockage this week? Three of Swords is heartbreak and pain. You're clearly going through some difficult emotions at the moment. What is this caused by? The High Priestess and the Devil. Now, this can be either somebody else's kind of toxic traits, addictions, bad habits, or it could be your own. The High Priestess is about listening to your intuition when it comes down to whatever this devil energy is. It can also be about fear. Okay? I'm also getting a sense here. The way they will resonate will be very different. For some of you, the High Priestess can represent like finding out a secret about someone's addictions or about somebody else's temptations, or again, or like this devil energy. But the Devil and the High Priestess can very be some subconscious fears, might be blocking you at this moment. Three of Swords is causing heartache. Something internal, if it's not external, could be getting in the way of your feelings. You know, you could be having a lot of intense feelings here. So definitely do some subconscious stuff for you guys, especially if you're getting angry easily. I don't know why that's coming up here, but you know, when you're already stressed out or feeling insecure or feeling, you know, whatever it is that you're feeling, I'm speaking again very generally for you. Dive deep into what that is, you know. Don't just criticize yourself and brush it off. Dive in. Why do I feel this way? Why am I getting so irritated? Why do I feel like this? Because when you ask yourself questions, you're going to find answers, okay? And it will make a lot more sense to you, okay? Because it could be something that's kind of not controlling you, but it could be, whether that's even your own hormones, for example. I don't know what it is. It's really about asking and why is this feeling this way? Because you could be blaming yourself and attacking yourself for it. Again, some of you could, you know, have recently gone through a breakup here or something. But let's see. It would be different for everybody. Right. Anything else here for Aries this week? The Death card, huge changes incoming, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. A major chapter in your life is actually closing. This is difficult. The Ten of Swords, both of these are kind of being represented by, you know, some level of grief. Whatever it is that you're having to let go of is something that you either were not expecting, or it's something that is such a hard thing for you to let go of because maybe it was a big part of your identity, a big part of who you are. Again, we have a very, you know, we have a full moon here as well, so it's true an ending. Even if it's letting go of an old part of ourselves, there is a discovery coming through with this. The Death card, Ten of Swords, some of you definitely could be grieving at the moment, and that could be something that you feel is dragging you down or causing a lot of feelings and emotions. What is this ending? The Death card. By the way, with endings are new beginnings. Page of Swords. There could have been something that you found out or found out through somebody else here, Aries. Page of Swords can also be about something that triggers you. Death card is something that triggers you, or again, it could be somebody else's envy or jealousy. It could be ending something with someone who feels that way. A friend, a lover, colleagues. There's a lot of like triggered energy involved. Five of Swords and a King of Swords. This is feeling defeated in a situation here, feeling like you've lost something. King of Swords is needing to really look at something from a logical point of view, or you're dealing with somebody who is super logical. But I feel like some of you, again, with the Four of Swords here, you are healing from this. It might have been something that you've had to already deal with already. Damn, guys. Okay, what's next then with the Death card? Always brings in new beginnings. Whatever this is, for some of you, this will be outside of your love life, or even if it's inside. I do see a relationship that's going to make you really happy is either being taken to the next level. This is an indication of engagement and marriage, a Four of Wands and a Hierophant. Or again, it's bringing closeness and going to the next level or a stronger bond with somebody in your love life, okay? So if this is an ending of a relationship, something where there was secrets, lies, or temptation, or something that was challenging, then you are moving into something of someone who, you know, is going to give you those things that you were asking for easily, you know, whereas the other person may have not been doing that. Or if it's outside of the relationship, you could definitely be ending something that felt like your identity, something that you spent a long time in, a friendship, work situation, a home, a location. You could be changing that, but you're moving into something that actually taking you by surprise is actually going to be very rewarding for you. The Four of Wands is about celebration and completing something, reaching a milestone. So that's a lot to take in, Aries. Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but I hope that something about this reading has brought you some clarity or some sort of something that you may have needed, whatever that might be for you. Excuse the vagueness of your reading. For those who it resonates with, by the way, it will not be that vague. So if it is really vague to you, then of course maybe it isn't your story, you know. Anyway, I love you guys. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right, Aries.